Thank you, Father Kelly, Reverend Fathers, any honored guests, and my dear brothers. Growing up, I was blessed to have a family that cared about the faith and, luckily, did not dissent from any of the church's teachings. We went to Mass every Sunday and confession once a month, and from them I learned to pray before meals and before bed. We would usually pray together in Our Father, a Hail Mary, a Glory Be, followed by a prayer that my family made up, asking God to bless all of our family and friends, and for our guardian angels to help us to be good and to watch us that night. But when I was in high school, I began to struggle with a great deal of scrupulosity, which neither my parents nor my confessor seemed to be much able to help me with. And at about the same time as this, I was starting to do more research into the truths of the faith by reading and by watching YouTube videos, etc. And the Lord freed me from my scrupulosity through two main things. One was that very research. The things I read and learned on the theology of confession and of sin were incredibly helpful. The other was prayer. From learning about theology, I discovered that prayer was incredibly important intellectually, and from praying, I discovered spiritual consolations and answers to prayer that subjectively reinforced what I was learning, and also that brought me freedom from scrupulosity. And during this time, from learning about the teachings of the Church, especially on prayer, sacraments, and on prayer and sacraments connection with sanctifying and actual grace, I realized that it would be really cool to be a priest. I felt like I had been deprived of the Church's teachings at this time, and I felt the desire, which has never gone away, to share those teachings with other people. Because the teachings of the Church were not only interesting, but changed my life. I was drawn especially to preaching and to hearing confessions, and I still am especially drawn to those things. And at some point, early on, I shared these desires with my mom, who pointed me to a priesthood discernment group with my Vocation Director Emeritus, Father Durkee, in my junior year. And ever since joining that, the seminary has always felt like the most reasonable next step. And so, as many men say, my time at SJV has been some of the most joyful and most difficult years of my life. Whatever comes next, whether that is priesthood, marriage, or religious life, I will never regret coming here. The spiritual, intellectual, human, and pastoral formation has been and will continue to be invaluable, and I will be forever grateful to God for that. Praise be Jesus Christ.